Thank you guys for attending. So real quick, my name is Dr. Clinton Osborne. I'm with GuruMD. We're a true Austin, Texas startup, and we're here to tokenize telemedicine. So please pay attention to the photos here. These will all make sense as I go on. So let's talk about our story. So our story at GuruMD started around midnight about a year and a half ago. I'm a physician, and my nephew got sick one night. So I'm sleeping, and around midnight, his mom calls me freaking out because his right ear is swollen, red, tender. He's spiking a fever. She doesn't know what to do. So I asked her to simply just shoot me a text message real quick. I want to see what's going on with Jaden. That's my nephew, Jaden. So I'm able to quickly diagnose he has a rapidly progressing staph infection of his right ear. And people often go to the emergency room for these type of conditions to get on antibiotics quickly. However, in the small town they're in, the clinics weren't open, so I was able to quickly just send medications directly to a 24-hour pharmacy that was there. Over the course of 2 to 3 days, he was getting better, mom was happy, Jaden's happy running around playing football like he likes to do, and life was good. So, why telemedicine? Well, I just explained a use case of telemedicine. For those of you that don't know what telemedicine is, it's simply like a video visit with a doctor. So in that use case, they were able to receive the medical treatment they needed at home, just like the photos are showing. It was cost effective. Of course, I didn't charge anything because I was feeling nice. I'm his uncle. And they were able to avoid, the germ-infested ER visits and the long waits. Let's talk about the telemedicine market today. This is very exciting. It's a $20 to $40 billion market as I'm speaking. And it's projected, that slide looks backwards, okay, but it's projected to reach $113 to $120 billion over the next 5 years. And this is really important. The map on the right, in the states in orange, these have active legislation that is mandating that private insurance companies pay for these type of services. So this is a real exciting time. Here's another graph just kind of depicting the telemedicine market. However, I talked about the $20 to $40 billion market cap right now. This is only at a 2 to 7% utilization rate. So, a pretty robust market cap at low utilization rates. So why is utilization so low? Just like with any cutting edge industry, there's bottlenecks, right? So I often ask patients, they tell me, well, I kind of know what telemedicine is. Is that something to do with the doctor? Do I still have to go to the clinic? So the bottleneck is education. People don't know what telemedicine is. And once they hear about the time savings and the affordability with it, they often have difficulty signing up. So they want to use it, but they have difficulty signing up. And once they do sign up, they often tell me that, oh yeah, I talked to the doctor and I told them I had a fever, and then they told me to go to the emergency room. So I'm like, in my opinion, GuruMD's opinion, that kind of defeats the purpose of the cost savings associated with telemedicine. And also, competitors, they don't offer higher level of care. To really keep people out of the emergency room, which that is our mission, you have to offer higher level of service, including labs, x-rays, CT scans, as well as prescriptions. So that's what we do. So like I said, we always hear education, 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 to where it kind of drives us nuts because we always hear education. So GuruMD is different because we really educate our patients and we educate employees. Without education, large companies that provide a telehealth visit to their employees, the utilization rate is only 2 to 7%. However, once telemedicine companies team up with the HR department of these large corporations, you're hitting 40, 50, 60% utilization, and that's when the savings is, reducing these ER visits. So here's a photo of, football here. I hope maybe some of your football fans, I'm from Texas, so it's all about Friday Night Lights. So we like to tackle these bottlenecks head on, right? So we like to keep our platform. We have a simple and sexy platform, easy to use. We really thrive on avoiding emergency room and urgent care visits. We like to think of ourselves as telemedicine on steroids because we offer this higher level care. Patients can avoid the ER and still get CT scans, still get x-rays. We're even working with a company that will show up on site and shoot an x-ray. Say if you roll your ankle at home, you don't know if your ankle is broke, well, they'll show up within an hour and a half and shoot an x-ray, and we'll have the results within an hour. So really game-changing stuff here. What about our product stage? Well, our product stage is very exciting. The last thing we wanted to be was a white paper with a STO, right? So we started strategically 16 months ago. We have a 4-month pilot that's active. We see patients We have traction. We have a following. Patients love us. This is one of our many 5-star reviews. We've even partnered with Frozen Mountain, who even works with American Well, which is a large telemedicine vendor. So we are moving forward quickly. And here's our team. This is our team that loves to tackle bottlenecks. Tackling bottlenecks is our forte. And so we like to educate our patients, we like to educate employees, and we like to increase those utilization rates, right? So who wins with GuruMD? Essentially, everybody wins. And I know it sounds too good to be true, but it's not. Individuals love it because it's affordable, cost saving. Employers love it because we really direct their employees away from the emergency room and save the emergency rooms for true emergencies. I practice emergency medicine. I work in a facility that has 12 ER beds. And I can honestly say 10 of the 12 beds are typically non-emergent cases. So there's mega abuse of the ER. And when we're diverting patients away from the emergency room, that's when these employers save tons of money because they don't have half their employees utilizing the ER for non-emergency visits. We've contracted with several insurance companies, and they love it because why? You know, we're able to deflect those patients from the emergency room and just be more cost-effective with our care. And health share networks. Health share networks are really emerging right now. So they're really promoting how insurance traditionally was meant to be. So in most of the networks we talk with, you know, the patient is essentially responsible for the first $300 to $500 of every medical visit. So regardless of what doctor you see, you're responsible for the first $300 to $500. Well, we're able to do labs, CT scans, x-rays, a full workup on patients for about $300. So health share networks, they love this because we keep those costs under that $300 to $500 range, so they're not having to pay for these extra ER expenses. And we're completely different from our competitors in this aspect as well, because we believe in giving back. Affordable, accessible medicine should be for everybody. And we have a Guru Care cause. So a portion of all of our proceeds go towards patients that can't afford medicine, and we provide telehealth visits for them. And statistics are on our side because 90% of clients would rather do business with a company that has a cause. So we really believe in giving back, and essentially everybody wins in that aspect. So here's our website for investing. Well, Start Engine is our crowdfund page. Start Engine GuruMD. The timing is now, as Bill Gross says, the timing is now. The market cap is set to explode. It's actively heading in the right direction for investors. And please invest in our traction, responsible medicine, giving back, and increase utilization. Thank you, guys. Oh, I have to. There we go. I have to show that. Don't want to get in trouble. Any questions? Okay. There.
Are you integrating live video component for diagnostics?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
Live video for diagnostics?
Yes, we have. So a criteria we have to meet is to have synchronous live video to get insurance reimbursement, and that's what we have.
Hi. We have had this app for about 2 years in Sweden.
Okay.
Really good, really impressive.
Good.
I'm so impressed with the idea.
Thank you, thank you.
Do you happen to send the medicine from the pharmacies to the clients at home, customers or patients?
So we electronically send prescriptions to pharmacies.
Yeah.
And right now it's dependent on the pharmacy if they offer home delivery service and they can receive their medications at home.
That is also a very good point. Yes, thank you.
Any other questions? Yes.
Are there many medical type situations where you might miss something on a video that you would not miss in a live?
That's a really good question. The question is, are there many medical situations that we would miss on live video versus a true live visit? So I would say, well, let's look at the litigatory rates. The litigatory rates are just as high a live visit versus a non-live visit. And patient satisfaction, once patients use telemedicine, the utilization rates that we're talking about, once they use it, 98% of patients prefer using telemedicine. In some studies, don't hold me to it, but at least 80% and up prefer a telehealth visit over an online visit. So it's just getting people to use it. Over here.
Excellent presentation. Just a question similar to the one that was asked. I'm also a physician. I do neurosurgery. And in some conditions, time is of critical importance in delivering therapy, coming to the OR. What if someone relied on this and waiting for, I don't know how you get a CT scanner to somebody fast. Let's say you can't.
I'm running out of time. But to essentially, yes, if it's an emergent condition, they need to go to the emergency room. Versus like a head injury where they've had a headache for 2 weeks, and we just have to rule out that there's a slow type bleed that's, that could be an emergency, but it's equivocal. So in those cases, we're very valuable because they can skip the ER and still get their CT scan. But I'm already a minute and 40 seconds over. I might get in trouble. Thank you, guys.